If I did not live in the United States, I would not come here. If I was about to take a trip to another country and it was not absolutely necessary, meaning it was like a very close friend or family member who really, really needed me or needed to see me or some very, very special occasion, I absolutely would not travel there if they were doing to their citizens and non-citizens what's going on in the United States right now. By the way, I'm not one of those American tourists who only goes to English-speaking countries and stays in the city where there are American restaurants. I had a trip planned to Burma before the military regime took over in 2021. By the way, I'm not even talking about morally not wanting to give my money to a country that's treating the people the way that the United States is right now. I'm talking about practically. Because the number of people on this app who are like, I live in bum F nowhere and it's safe here. I don't know why everybody's so scared to come. Minneapolis is one place in a really big country and it's not happening here, so you're safe. Well, you know what? Minneapolis wasn't Minneapolis a few months ago. I say this as someone who lives in an area that's not currently besieged by ICE raids and who just had a friend leave who was here on a tourist visa from the EU. I still wouldn't want my loved ones to subject themselves to the chance that they get thrown into ICE detention.
States like Florida, who are tourist base, lost massively last year from 30 to 50,000 US dollars internal revenue because of the Trump policy of put American first. And so people are afraid of visiting America to have that relaxation because of the ICE rates, where you have Americans being treated anyhow by these ICE agents. And that is an American speaking from her perspective. And if she was a visitor, she wouldn't come. So let's look at other video contents.
Tourism collapse. America First has cost the U.S. $21 billion just in 2025. If you did not know, we are being boycotted by the entire world. We are now losing at least $20 billion a year. But let me tell you what that means for the U.S. economy. Normally, we create about a couple 100,000 jobs just from tourism. The second thing is it stimulates thousands and thousands of jobs. For instance, like Las Vegas, the tourist industry is number one. So if the tourists are not coming here, you can imagine how that's going to affect the entire Las Vegas area. And yes, we are all interconnected globally and within our state, city, and the United States of America. Did you know that Canadians spend $20 billion alone? Just that group, they're the largest group every single year. That creates 150,000 jobs and stimulates thousands and thousands more. And right now they're boycotting us. They're boycotting us because of how horribly we have treated them. You know, somebody says to me, who treats Canadians horribly? And I agree, the nicest people in the world. But this is going to cost us money. And I want you to multiply that loss times 4. In addition, they're not buying our products. The U.S. is in very, very big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Please do the best that you can to get your finances in order. Florida tourism collapsing. Florida is suffering due to a 40% decrease in Canadian visitors in 2025. If you did not know, Canadian visitors make up the largest group of international tourists that visit the United States of America. Did you know that Canadians, our largest international group of tourists, are boycotting the USA? You heard me correctly. Canadians are boycotting the USA in tourism and in products. This is going to cost Florida anywhere from $38 billion to $50 billion loss annually. Hi, my name's Christina. I have a master's degree in accounting and business. This all started with the trade war and also threatening to make Canada the 51st state. And then it has escalated with ICE raids and further bullying of most countries. If you did not know, the economy in the US reaps about $3 trillion a year from other countries just in trade alone. We sell our products. So tourism, we lost approximately $13 billion estimated total just for 2025. And now you can multiply that by 4. Nobody wants to come here to, quote, 1930 Germany, end quote. Drop a comment and follow for more.
Credits to the content creators. You've heard it all. The trade war, it all began with the trade war, and now it's having a ripple effect on the economy in the United States, Florida states that are basically living off tourism, Las Vegas, and the allies. And the jobs that these tourists tend to provide, because when there's an influx of visitors from various parts of the world, these businesses tend to hire more hands on the job, and so this is a loss to the economy and to the employment. Let's know what your thoughts are.